Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Now Bridgewater. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos cut into that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Flushed out right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Cousins on first down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Escaping the pressure right. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd got 2 for 2.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? First down, Bridgewater. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that takes us from second to third down. Bridgewater again. Yeah, that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. This is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've come to halftime after we now proceed to the start of the second half. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there for Minnesota. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, Gordon once more.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson.
Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tagged on. Defense.
So give him the yardage on the completion.